Hi and welcome to this week's tapping video. This week I'm doing a sequence that is very specific for the mamas of 2 and 3-year-olds. And if you're one of those mamas or have been one of those mamas, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I have a 2-year-old daughter and I have a 7-year-old son and a 5-year-old, almost 6-year-old son. And they say everybody's heard of the terrible 2's, but have you heard of the terrible 3's? Because they're just as bad. So 2 and 3 is obviously a very tricky age because this is when our kids are really starting to assert their dominance and their independence in life and figure out what they like and what they don't like and, want to do things for themselves, and can be really hard to hold on to our patients and not get frustrated with them. And it's really difficult for them to not get frustrated with us, and often there's communication barriers as well because they don't necessarily know how to communicate with us, or they physically can't communicate with us very clearly yet. So if you are a mother that is currently going through that, then this is the tapping sequence for you. So even though I'm really struggling with my 2-year-old or my 3-year-old, deeply, completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm finding myself really frustrated with my toddler, I deeply and completely love and accept myself as a mother. And even though my 2-year-old, my 3-year-old is driving me crazy and I'm losing my patience more often than I'm not, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I'm really struggling with my toddler. I'm just not coping with the terrible 2's and the terrible 3's. They're pushing all my buttons right now. They are stressing me out. They're making me angry. They are frustrating me. I feel like they're being irrational about everything. These terrible 2's and 3's. They're not just pushing my buttons, they're pushing the whole family's buttons. They're annoying their siblings. They're learning how to share and they're not happy about it. They're trying to assert their dominance and they're trying to be independent, but they just slow everything down. And they make everything take 10 times as long, and it's so frustrating, especially when we're in a rush. And they have these huge emotions, and I feel like I don't know what to do with them. They don't seem to listen to me. They just want to do their own thing. And it feels so constant. This little person, how can it be causing me so much frustration? They're only 2 or 3. How can one little person just have so much feistiness in them? Why is everything such a big deal? Like, just get in your car seat. It's not hard. Just put on your clothes. It's not hard. No, you can't only watch Bluey over and over and over and over and over. Other people want to use the TV too. And why won't you just have a day sleep? Seriously, I would love if someone wanted me to have a day sleep every day. Please, just go to sleep. Give me a break for an hour. Just an hour. That's all I want. Oh, these toddler years, they are just so frustrating. And I feel it all through my body. Just this relentless frustration and irritation and anger. All this tension in my shoulders. All this frustration. All this tension in my body from having to manage this high energy kid. All these big emotions of someone else. Trying to manage this little person that's doing all this learning and growing and all this figuring out of the world while trying to juggle that with the things that need to be done and the other needs of the rest of the family, particularly other kids in the family. I just feel so frustrated and sometimes feel like such a failure that I can't work out how to make things run smoothly. How to teach this toddler to just work in with the rest of us at times when it's needed. And then school and daycare, preschool or daycare, tell me that they're not like this there. So then I think it's just me. So why is it just me? Why do they, do what they're asked or go with the flow or work in and go along with other people easily when need be at other places? So then I think I'm doing something wrong. And then, of course, on top of the frustration, I feel guilty because then I get angry and I let my frustration out at my 2 or 3-year-old who I know is just learning, and one day I will be so glad that they are independent and that they are able to stand up for themselves and assert their dominance if they need to. and that they are able to set their own boundaries and that they are able to follow their own path. And pursue their goals and do exactly what it is that makes them happy and what they want to do in life. But far out, I've got to survive them first. So, for the sake of all of us, and because I know I am a good parent, I am a good mum, and if I wasn't, I would not care so much. I wouldn't feel so guilty and so frustrated, and I wouldn't be beating myself up for feeling like I'm not coping or for feeling like I'm struggling with my toddler at the moment. And because I know this, I'm going to choose to do something today to help me manage this time. Because I know that this is just a phase. I know that this is just a period of their lives. And I know it won't last forever. And even though it feels like it's lasting a lifetime, and that thing is that I'm going to choose calm. I'm going to choose patience. I'm going to choose to release the guilt of sometimes letting my frustration out at my child. I'm going to choose to stop beating up on myself for feeling like I'm not dealing with things in the right way, or that I'm not making the right choices in how to manage my child's behaviour. I'm going to choose to stop comparing my child's behaviour to any other child. I'm going to choose to stop comparing how I parent to any other parent. I'm going to choose to let go of all of that. I'm going to choose to let go of the frustration. I'm going to choose to let go of the anger. I'm going to choose now to release all of that from my mind. I'm going to choose to release all of that from my body. And remind myself that my 2 and 3-year-old is just another little person, probably experiencing some frustration as well. And without beating myself up or feeling guilt for forgetting this in the past, or for not remembering this, and for not leading with love and compassion, I'm going to choose to try to remember this next time they are behaving in a way that may frustrate me. And now I release all of this for all of our sakes, so that next time I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm not being the best parent I can be, these strong emotions don't cloud my judgment or my focus, and I can make decisions from a place of patience and clarity. And I choose to do this now. I choose to release from my mind, body and spirit all of the feelings and thoughts that don't serve me. Let's take a deep breath in. And open your eyes when you're ready. And if you feel like you need to repeat that tapping sequence, please do so. And until we tap again, I hope that this helped you relieve any strong emotions you're having around parenting a toddler. And until we tap again, take care.